everyone, I am Ashish, and in this video we are going to make a advanced GSM based alert system and control system by using Arduino Uno, GSM module, flame sensor and DHT sensor and a relay. Let's dive in. This project is mix of safety, automation and remote control. Here what it does. We have used flame sensor which continuously monitor the fire in our houses of flame wherever we have installed this project, and if there is fire detected, then our GSM module will send an alert SMS to our phone and give a missed call to alert us. And apart from this, there is a DHT sensor also which continuously monitor the temperature and humidity value. And apart from these two sensors, we also have a relay in which you can connect any device like any safety device, bulb or anything. And we can control this relay by sending some basic command from our phone like relay on, relay off, status, and along with this we can also set timer for this relay. Like if you want to turn on this relay for 30 seconds, we just need to send timer 30 from our phone to GSM module, and after that our relay will get turned on for 30 seconds. Likewise, we can set any time duration for which we want to turn on relay for that particular duration of time. And the unit of time here is 30 seconds. So anything that we are sending in second, like timer 10, timer 30, timer 40, anything. So this project is very simple but very useful. So let's make this project from scratch. First of all, connect all these components according to this circuit diagram. After making the connection, let's check the code. Then we are so this is our code for our today's project. Let me explain this code for you. Here we included some necessary libraries, that is software serial.h and dht.h. And here we define DHT pin and DHT type. If you are using DHT22, then change this DHT11 to DHT22. After that, here we define pin for RxTX, pin for relay pin which is connected on pin number 7, and here flame sensor which is connected on analog pin A0. Then here we created an object software serial which is SIM800, which is used for communicating with SIM800L GSM module. Then here we define some global variables like this incoming SMS, which is used for storing the incoming SMS from our phone, and this second one phone number which is used for storing the phone number. And here you need to change the phone number with your phone. This is my phone number, so change this with your phone number in which you want to receive the SMS. Then this is a relay state which is a boolean type variable. Then these two variable which is used for timer, timer state and timer duration. These two variables are used for timer feature. Then in the setup part, first here we send some basic AT command to check if our GSM module is responding or not. This is AT which is basic AT command. Then this AT command which is used for setting the GSM module into text mode, and this AT command which is used for showing SMS when received. Now in the loop section. In the loop section, we continuously calling these three functions. The first one is check flame sensor, in which we are continuously checking our flame sensor if it is detected fire or not. Then this check relay function and this receive SMS function. So let me explain these functions one by one. Here is the check flame sensor. Here we are continuously checking if our flame sensor is detecting any fire or not. If this sensor is detected any fire and their value is greater than this threshold value, you can set this threshold value according to your need. If the flame sensor value is greater than this threshold value, then these two variable, the first one is send SMS and the second one is give missed call. These two functions are called. First send SMS function in which we are passing phone number and this text. This text will receive when any flame is detected. You can change this text to anything you want. I am just setting it flame detected. So here is the send SMS function. In this send SMS function, basic AT commands are there which is used to send message to our recipient. After that, this is give missed call function. By using this, we are giving missed call to our phone. And this is a delay of 10 seconds which prevent a multiple missed call. After that, this second function which is check relay timer. Here is a check relay timer. In this function, we are checking if there is a timer is still on or not. If timer is completed, then we are turning off the relay and sending a text SMS on our phone that is timer is completed. So you can change this text to anything, but here I am using timer completed, relay turned off. By using this send SMS function in which we are sending phone number and this text. You can change this text if you want. After that, this receive SMS function. In the receive SMS function, we are continuously checking if there is any command received from our phone to GSM module or not. So we can send command like relay on, relay off, timer, and this status. So if command is relay on, which is sent from user to the GSM module, then in that case we are turning on the relay, that is we are distant right relay pin high. We are making relay pin high and setting this relay state as true, and we are calling this function, that is send SMS, in which we are passing phone number and this text relay turned off to let the user to know that the relay is turned on. And if the command is relay off, then we are turning off the relay and sending text SMS, that is relay turned off. And if the command is timer, then first we are checking the timer, that is the duration which is sent by the user, and storing that duration in this time duration variable and turning the relay on for that time duration, and we are making this relay state as true. And if the command is status, then we are storing the temperature value, humidity value from the DHT sensor, and this flame value from the flame value sensor, and storing all these three data in single variable, which is message. And after storing all the value in this message variable, we are sending this message into a function send SMS along with phone number to send these values to the user who sent a status from his phone. So that's all about the explanation of this code. Now upload this code into Arduino Uno board after selecting the right communication port and the right board. Right board is Arduino Uno. So upload this code into your Arduino Uno board. Before we move on, let me tell you about a fantastic tool that has made my PCB design process so much more efficient. LTM365. LTM365 is the first open electronic hardware development platform that fosters a secure and collaborative design environment. Whether you are working alone or with a team, LTM365 ensures everyone is on the same page. Key benefits of LTM365 is data management. Store all your design data securely in one place with robust version control, ensuring everyone works with the latest file. Library management. Access millions of ready-to-use parts with up-to-date supply chain data, making informed design decision easier. Supply chain management. Integrated BOM management with real-time data on parts availability. And pricing helps streamline your production cycles. Collaboration. Enable seamless collaboration with your team and manufacturers, reducing errors and speeding up the design process. And the best part is, if you click my link provided in the description of this video, you will not only get access to the free trial version, but you can also get flat 25% off on all the license purchase. So do check out the link provided in the description. And now let's move ahead with our video. Here I have completed all the circuits, and GSM LED is blinking after every 3 seconds. That means this GSM module is connected with the network. And while making the AC connection, be careful because this is dangerous to you. So let's see how this system will work. So whenever this flame sensor detects any fire, then this buzzer will start sounding and we will get a alert SMS on our phone and also a missed call. Let me show you how this system will work. Here as you can see, as soon as fire is detected by flame sensor, the buzzer start alarming, and we also got a SMS and a missed call. And this call will automatically cut after 7 seconds. And here we got a SMS. And the SMS is alert fire detected in the house. Let me show you again. Here our buzzer starts sounding and we get a alert SMS, that is alert fire detected in the house. And we also got a call on our phone, and this call will automatically cut after 7 seconds. So let me show you how we can control the relay. To turn on the relay, we just simply need to send that command, that is relay on. Relay on and send. And our relay got turned on. And to turn off, just we simply need to send relay off. Let me show you. Here our relay got turned off. And if we want to set a timer for the relay, in that case we simply need to send a command, that is timer, along with the duration of time, and the duration of time is in second. So the command is timer and duration, let's say 30 seconds. So after sending timer 30, the relay will got turned on for 30 seconds and automatically it will turn off after 30 seconds. That means after completing the timer. So let's send this command and see what happened. Here our relay got turned on and it will be turned on for 30 seconds, and after 30 seconds it will automatically turn off. So wait for 30 seconds. And one more thing, in between the timer we will also got a feedback SMS, that is our relay got turned on, timer completed and relay turned off. So we will also get a feedback message about the time, that is timer completed or not and relay is turned on or turned off. So let me show you how we can check the status of the sensors. For this just we simply need to send a command, that is status, this status and send, and we will get a feedback SMS in which all the sensors value will be available. Here we got a status of our sensor, that is temperature, humidity and fire, that is detected or not. Here I want to tell you one more thing. Here is two functionalities are working in this system. First one is these two sensors are continuously checking if there is any fire or not, and DHT sensor is continuously monitoring temperature and humidity. If in between we are set the timer for the relay, so you can ask if these two functions will work simultaneously or not. So let me show you these two functions are work or not. First here I am going to set timer. Let's say timer for 30 seconds. Here our relay got turned on for 40 seconds. In between, let's check if a flame sensor is working or not, and we also got alert SMS or not. As you can see, flame sensor is working, buzzer starts sounding, and here we also got alert SMS, that is fire detected in the house, and we also got a call on our phone. This system, all functionalities are working simultaneously. If you set the timer, it will start the timer, and if there is a fire, the flame sensor also detect the fire. This is working because of the Millis function in the code. I'll explain Millis function detail in any other video. So due to the Millis function, these all functionalities are working simultaneously. So that's all in this video. This project is perfect for fire alert system, greenhouse monitoring or smartphone. And also we can expand this project by adding some more sensors and buzzers. And even we can connect this project to the internet by using ESP32 to make this project a cloud-based system. That's all about this video. If you found this video useful, then hit like button and subscribe this channel for more such informative videos and tutorials. That's all in this video. We will meet in the next video. Till then, bye bye. Have a nice day.